Refusing and not wanting to comply with the safety instructions not only makes you look like an asshole, just shows and stands testament for a very poor safety culture within the airline. Today we are flying Africa's so-called best airline, encountering an off-duty pilot refusing to comply with the safety instructions given to him by the cabin crew while flying on their Boeing 737 MAX from Nigeria to Addis Ababa. But we also have a look at the airline's business and economy class cabin on our way to Tanzania. So lean back and join me on a very eventful day flying across Africa. That fantastic butter chicken that gave me the worst food poisoning. Guys, a beautiful good morning from Kano, the very north of Nigeria. And yesterday I was raving how good the butter chicken was, and then it kept me awake all night. Felt a little sick, but now I regained some energy because we will be flying Ethiopian Airlines on the 737 MAX to Dar es Salaam in Tanzania with a stop in Addis. So let's head to the airport. Hey guys, how are you? So I'm staying at the Tahir Palace, which is the only hotel in Kano that kind of meets international standards. Yeah, but it wasn't that great, to be honest. Pretty run down. Huh?
Driver.
You're the driver? Ah, right. Okay. Let me just. How are you? You good? Can I just? It's been all paid already. It's all done. It's all done. It's all paid.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to Addis now. Thank you. It's very hot today, huh? Yesterday was raining like crazy, and today it's been like... Are you from Kano?
Yes.
Yeah?
From Kano.
Yeah, from Kano, nice. There's still protests?
Sir, protests?
Yeah?
Yes. Stop.
Yeah? It's still going on? Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you go protest?
Me?
Yeah. Not this time,
Yes.
But did people die?
Sir?
Did
yes,
people? Yeah.
People die.
Oh, right. Oh, so was that bad? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
19 people died.
19
Only
people.
Kano.
In Kano, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
That road needs some maintenance. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome to Kano's new international terminal and the country's oldest airport, which used to be an important stopover for international airlines back in the days flying between Africa and Europe. Thank you very much. Now Nigeria's second largest city barely offers any flights with limited domestic and international flights. At the lounge, I just checked in for my flight on Ethiopian Airlines. First leg in business class on the MAX, and then the second leg in economy, so I can give you a full review. I also wanted to kind of document the check-in experience, etc. But the problem is it's quite a big airport, and there's only one flight leaving today from here, and that is the flight I'm on. So you can imagine there's a lot of security staff, a lot of police, and everyone is watching you. So you get a lot of attention, and they don't like cameras. It's not like that they oppose to the concept of taking photos or whatever. I mean, Nigerians are the world champions in taking selfies. Anywhere they go, they love it. But in the recent months, years, a lot of immigration officers, police officers, you name it, government officials have been exposed asking for bribes, etc. So they're very careful, very cautious about this because they don't want to be caught in the act. When I landed in Lagos, for example, I was asked for a bribe as well. Like anywhere you go, everybody wants money from you. So here in Kano, everyone is really nice. So you become a bit suspicious when officers are really nice to you, but here they were just genuinely nice and they didn't ask for anything. So well done. And I've just ordered a coffee. And the cool thing is when you order a coffee here with at the lounge, you get hot water, Nescafe, a bit of milk, and you got to do it yourself. And I'm slightly food poisoned, but I can do this. I can do this. So I made my way to the gate for today's only flight leaving this airport. It's a ghost airport. There's not much happening. And also here at the gate, there's a max 35, 40 people who are going on that flight. So I don't think it's going to be too busy either. And 737 MAX is just about to land. It's 2 minutes out. Guys, today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN with some great Black Friday and holiday deals until the rest of the year. So let me give you a few good reasons why you should get Surfshark VPN as well. By using Surfshark VPN, you get around online censorship. Whether you want to access TikTok in India, make video calls in the Middle East, or use Instagram in Russia, and all this while protecting your online identity, especially when using public Wi-Fi. My favorite perk? Finding cheaper flight deals by changing my location using a VPN, and I'm also able to access different Netflix libraries or watch the highlights of my favorite football team by getting around geolocation blocking. Use the link surfshark.com/Josh Cahill, which you can see right here or in the description box below, and get Surfshark VPN for little as €2 a month plus 4 additional months for free if you use the link in the description box below. Limited offer until the end of the year, so take advantage of it. You won't get a VPN for a better price. So check out the link right now. Now let's continue with our flight review. Our plane today is the infamous 737 MAX, and Ethiopian Airlines unfortunately was one of the biggest victims of Boeing deliberately selling planes that aren't airworthy, resulting in 2 crashes costing the lives of 346 passengers, one of them with the African airline. However, the MAX series was grounded for almost 2 years and then declared safe after many months of scrutiny. Hi, how are you?
Welcome on board. It's right here.
So guys, and here we are. Welcome on board Ethiopian Airlines, which according to Scamtrax is the best in Africa. Not sure, but that's why we're here today to find out. And let's see what their Cloud9, that's how they named their business class, is really like on this 4.5 hour hop to Addis. So whenever you travel in Africa, usually it's from like south to north or north to south. I don't think I've ever crossed the continent east to west or vice versa. This is also something new for me today. The last bags were loaded. The crew handed out an amenity kit, a welcome beverage, as well as a hot towel. And shortly after, our plane was pushed back for a flight to Addis. So guys, we just pushed back for an on-time departure, surprise, surprise. But if you've been wondering where the home of the 747 is, it's here in Kano. There are alone 6 747-400s parked here of Max Air. So if you missed the Queen of the Skies, you know where to come. And there's also an Ajman Air Airbus 340-600, which used to be the longest plane in the world. And that one used to make quite some headlines as well, because it has like 400 plus economy class seats and 2 business class seats, which are located in the front of the cabin right in the middle. It looks hilarious. I'm gonna try to find a photo of it, but why are those planes here? It's mainly because of harsh service to Jeddah, so I don't think they look too nice from the inside. Time to say goodbye to Kano in Nigeria, and shortly after the crew handed out menus as well as nuts and a starter. Get some mustard, yeah. That's very nice, thank you. So guys, an hour into the flight, I had a lovely starter, some turkey breast and a salad. And now we're on to the main, where I'm looking forward to the most, because it's a beef tenderloin with some potato wedges, and it looks pretty promising. And though I'm slightly food poisoned, that butter chicken yesterday killed me. It was so bad. I don't know. I think the chicken was off or something like that. Yeah. And it doesn't happen that often to me. I'm usually very resilient, but yeah, that one destroyed me. But now let's dig in. So guys, that was my first meal of the day actually, and the steak was pretty decent. I liked it, nice flavor. However, those potato wedges are not edible, very, very dry, as if you put sand in your mouth. It wasn't really that good. When it comes to the crew, they're very lovely, showing great presence in the cabin. They're following up, they're trying really hard to deliver a great service experience. I think they received a pretty good training, and that is very nice to see as well. But yeah, there were some other options on the menu. Should have tried maybe something else, but other than that, it was pretty decent. After a yummy dessert and some in-flight entertainment, it was time to check out the tiny 737 Loose, which was clean and well taken care of, but I always wonder how bigger people manage to use them. I guess we'll never find out. Also a quick look at the amenity kit, which I was given before departure. And we then started our descent into Addis, and that's when the whole drama unfolded. The crew started to get the cabin ready for landing, and then the off-duty pilot ignored and refused to fasten his seatbelt, to put his seat upright, or to open his window shades. He also left all his gear, iPads and notes on the middle console, adding another hazard. Now imagine, in the case of a runway excursion or a hard landing, that this would slow down the entire evacuation process. Not would he only jeopardize his life, but also the safety of other passengers. In all those years, I've never seen such an arrogant and dismissive behavior. Alright, thank you very much, hey?
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Hey, how are you? You good? When you wear that uniform, you're an absolute brand ambassador of your airline. And refusing and not wanting to comply with the safety instructions that are given to you by your crew not only makes you look like an asshole, but also makes me question as a passenger what other rules you ignore once you sit up there at the flight deck being in charge of 150 plus souls. We are all aware that Ethiopian Airlines was not to blame for the crash in 2019. That has been well established, and this is not the point here. But having a pilot of the very same plane sitting there and ignoring all safety rules, and at the same time jeopardizing the life of other innocent passengers, just shows and stands testament for a very poor safety culture within the airline. And it doesn't make me feel comfortable flying with you guys. I just really hope that this serves as a reminder that safety rules are there for a reason. I mean, we don't have to have them and we can all do whatever we want during the descent or landing, then that's fine. Same rights for all of us. But I think especially as a pilot, you should be a role model to everybody else on board or not act this way, because that reflects really poor on the airline. And I really hope that this helps to improve the safety consciousness at Ethiopian Airlines. But I also would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. Hi, how are you? Very good. So I'm at the transit hotel here at the airport, which is really nice. So if you happen to have like a 16-hour, 18-hour transit here in Addis, which is quite a hub for transits, you can book yourself into this hotel, have a good sleep, freshen up. It's really close to the gates as well. It's really, really convenient. I'm a huge fan of a good in-terminal hotel. The one in Doha is pretty good as well. So it's convenient for the passengers, you know. So it's 11 p.m. and I've developed a full-on fever. So that fantastic butter chicken that gave me the worst food poisoning is now taking quite a toll on my body. But I was looking at moving flights, but it's not gonna make any sense. So I'm just gonna go through this and fly to Dar es Salaam, because the next flight is like at 9, which means I would only get like 5 hours of sleep, and that would make me feel even worse. So I'm just gonna push through and go to Dar, where then I have 4 days. So yeah, but don't ever eat butter chicken at the Tahrir Palace in bloody Kano. It's no good. No good. Thank you, eh? All the best. Take care. Hi, how are you? Thank you. So guys, we all welcome on board on another MAX, taking us to Dar, and the ground staff at the counter was really, really lovely, and they gave me my own row and asked me whether I need a nurse, but I said I'm okay, I can do this, but just to be on the safe side, so that was very much appreciated. And yeah, this is it. This is the economy class, which we're going to experience to Dar es Salaam. Apart from the very tight legroom, I enjoyed the economy class experience just as much as my previous flight. Shortly after takeoff, the crew was serving hot meals, followed by beverage service. One of the crew members noticed that I was struggling with my health and was super caring throughout the flight, making sure I would stay hydrated and healthy. Not long after, we would start our descent into Tanzania's capital, and I was very, very much looking forward to get to the hotel and to have a proper rest.
Thank you very much.
What are you doing here at 4 a.m.?
Good morning.
How are you? Nice to see you. I thought you forgot my face. Why are you roaming around with it? No, I didn't know. Okay. And here we are at 5 a.m. almost. I made it to Dar, and the advantage of having patrons from all over the world, they come to pick you up at the airport at 4 a.m. How amazing are my patrons. So Amar, thank you very much. And to summarize today's experience on Ethiopian Airlines, first flight was great, apart from that little hiccup with the cabin safety. And the second flight, the crew was so kind, looking after me. Oh, they were worried, and because I wasn't feeling that well. So overall, very strong product, Also the transit experience was solid, Also the transit hotel, which you should try out if you have a few more hours in Addis. But yeah, Africa needs an airline, a strong airline like Ethiopian Airlines, who have a massive network and who connect Africa with the rest of the world. They're doing a really good job flying to all these places, and they are the lifeline as well of this continent, and that's where I love African aviation so much, and I'd love to see South African Airways come back in full might, and have more airlines grow here. Rwanda Air was very promising, but they aren't growing that much anymore. So yeah, but this that keeps the continent interesting, and the aviation sector here is very, very unique and exciting. Always my favorite part of the world to do reviews. But yeah, this is it, guys. If you want to pick me up from the airport one day as well, check out my Patreon. The link is in the description box below. You get access to my WhatsApp group, early access to my videos, Cahill keyring, and you get to pick me up from the airport. How amazing is that? Or have dinner with me. Alright, guys. I'm gonna go sleep now. My fever has gotten a little better. So I think I just need a bit of rest, and that's it. Alright guys, good night and see you next week. With what's next week? Oh, very exciting one. Trying Air Zimbabwe 737-200 again. Will it work out? Will I make it? Will I finally fly it or not? Find out next week. Alright guys, good night.